everybody, in this video I'm going to be flipping through my February layouts in my two travelers notebooks. This is my archived planner diary thing, and then this is more of my journal where I do bigger layouts and spreads and more personal journaling. So we'll start with this one. This is like the planner layout, I guess, with the dated pages. And we'll start right here in February. So for this page, I was using a lot of Cocoa Daisy January supplies. And then I got my stationery selection kit in. And then I also got another package in from Cafe Analog. So I put in the little note that was there. And then just did some basic journaling over here. Put in a little tea tag right here because I just love tea tags. This is a layout that I made using supplies that I got from one of my pen pals. I just filmed a video. I don't know which will go up first, this one or the other one, but I just filmed a video where I did this exact same thing with supplies that she sent me this month in a Japanese theme. You'll see it in the March video flip through, but it was amazing. She sends me specifically curated supplies every month. It's like a subscription box. It really is, but she's just my pen pal. And then for this letter, she sent me a bunch of Victorian stuff and a bunch of old postage, and it was just amazing. It came together really easily and really quickly and beautifully, and I just really love the way it came out. So yeah, I just love this. So, and I really like how the March layout came out as well, but you'll see that in the next couple weeks. And then this is my Valentine's Day layout. I won't even lie, I struggled really hard, as you can see, because I wanted to go with a vintage, not really Victorian, but kind of like turn of the century type of feel. I was using a lot of these vintage supplies that I got from another pen pal and from my stash. And I also wanted to document that the year of the dog started on the 16th, and some of the stamps that I got that week. It's not my favorite. It's simple, but it's done. So there's that. And this this was the card that I gave to my husband for his birthday. I found it at the Paper Seahorse, and I just copied it, trimmed it down on regular printer paper and put it in here because I kind of felt like it went with the theme that I was going for. And I loved the label and the flowers, and I already had all of these things in here, but I just had this giant empty space, and it just fit really well and came out really pretty. So yeah, I felt bad because I was copying and reprinting a card. I paid for the card, but it's not like I'm redistributing it or anything. If I can find my words. I was just trying to put it in here because the card is like, it was like 5x7. It never would have fit. So there's that. And then I have the last week, I think. Yeah, this is the last week in February. It was my husband's birthday. We went to Disney this day. Another very simple week. I had the letter writing social. I got a new stamp from one of my very best friends, Rosie. And then I used this really cool seal. I don't know if you can, yeah, you can kind of see. At the letter writing social, another one of my really dear friends, Heather, had brought this really cool, I actually bought one right after that, but it's this really cool vintage antique seal thing. So she let me use hers, and then like 3 days later I went out and found my own at an antique shop, and I'm totally obsessed now. But yeah, and then some postage that I got in the mail that week, and then just simple journaling. Didn't go crazy with any of this. So I think next week is mostly March, so I'll save that for March because it's mostly March. So we'll move on. So I will say, I will go ahead and disclaimer this by saying that I have not finished all of the written journaling in here, but I wanted to share anyway. Sorry if the clanking from those. So here's I think this is the first page. I guess this could be counted as February. So here's an NaCoWriMo spread that I need to go in and fill out and write down everybody that wrote to me and that I wrote to. a little journaling about the Valentines that I sent out and a quote. This might have been in January's as well, but here's February 1st. I was using my stationery selection supplies because I had gotten the kit, and I wanted to document that I actually applied for the stationery selection design team on February 1st, and about 3 weeks later I found out that I actually made the team. I was actually at the letter writing social when I found out, and I freaked out. I'm still in total shock that I made the team, but yeah, I just wanted to document that I actually went out of my comfort zone and applied for something that I didn't think that I had any right applying to. I didn't think I stood a chance. I didn't think I was good enough. I still don't think I'm good enough. I don't know how in the world, I don't know what Miss is thinking. But yeah, that's just a little encouragement to do the things you think you can't, and you might surprise yourself, because there have been a lot of things that happened in March that really surprised me that I didn't think would ever happen and didn't think could ever happen, and are happening. And it's just amazing. I've been blessed 1,000 times over in the last couple weeks. So anyway, enough with the therapy. Let's move on. So here, I think I shared this on Instagram before I put in my journaling. I just wanted to document that I saw The Greatest Showman, and it was an amazing movie. I did the journaling right here about The Greatest Showman, and then some other journaling about another thing that happened in the week, the SpaceX launch that we had. It was a pretty big deal here in Florida, but they launched a car into space as like a test to see if this particular rocket could take people to Mars. And then just documenting that we're all sick. And then, yeah. Here's the spread that I made for Valentine's Day. I went with a postal theme, and I actually took this with me to the post office, and though these 3 stamps were already canceled, they were from my canceled stamp stash. I took it to the post office when I mailed something else, but it happened to be Valentine's Day, and I had them, the guy knows me really well, but I had them hand cancel it for all 3 of them, and it has the date for February 14th on there. So I thought that was really cool. And I have some personal journaling that I need to put over here on this side, but it's something that I'm not putting on social media or out in the universe at all. So that will happen after I'm done filming this video, because I won't have to flip through this again, I don't think. And then we have a photo here I need to do journaling. My husband and I and one of his friends went to the gun range. I don't really talk about it very often because guns are a super sensitive topic here in America and pretty much all over the world. But my husband, he works in the gun manufacturing industry. That's what his job was when he was in the military. He worked with the weapons while he was in the military. So that's a skill set that he kind of left his first real job with. And so he's kind of stuck in that job set now where it's his passion and he loves it, but I don't really like to talk about it because it's such a sensitive topic, and it's kind of sad. It makes me sad that I can't have joy with everybody that I know in his joys, because he's really successful at what he does. But anyway, moving on. We went to the gun range. It was a really great day. We had a lot of fun. Sorry if that was a Debbie Downer. I'm sorry for all the nasty comments that I'm going to get down below for people that hate guns, but that's part of my life, and I'm documenting it, and I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm apologizing, but I am. So anyway, my first son, Hunter, lost his 3rd tooth, so I was just documenting a picture of the extra hole in his mouth and what the tooth fairy brought him. The tooth fairy always brings him a folded origami dollar, or $2 bill, I'm sorry, a 50-cent piece, and a certificate with really nice see-through vellum paper. I think it's actually Tomoe. I use Tomoe river paper. And then I seal it with a little seal and a little string. And it's different every time he loses a tooth. The little origami shape is different with every one that he loses. So, and then this is just a little tip in. I actually use Tomoe river paper as well for this to tip in. And I've got another photo here where I had lunch with Hunter. I'm going to do some journaling. My husband and I went to Disney. He doesn't want to be on the internet at all, so I've just covered us up there, but I'm going to do some journaling for that. And then this is my journaling spread for the letter writing social. Here's that seal again. How beautiful is that? And then I just used an old vintage envelope that I have. This envelope is so paper thin that I could probably blow a hole through it just by blowing because it's so fine and so thin. So I just glued it in here because I probably will never use them for actual mail. So yeah, there's that. So I just wrote about how I had a great time at the letter writing social, that the Paper Seahorse they did a class with Michael Saul, the master penman, and his business card was there because some of his pens that he handmade were there, and I just snatched that up for my personal thing, I guess. And then afterwards we went to a brewery to have lunch with one of my girlfriends and my husband to celebrate their birthdays. So that was fun. And then here is the last thing, my husband's birthday. Just some photos of what we did as a family together, and just decorated it really quickly, put some journaling down, and that's it. That's done. Pretty simple. I didn't go crazy with it. And then this is the beginning of March with a little March to-do list. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the flip through. Feel like I was super rambly, and I'm really sorry. I hope you enjoyed it anyway. If you have any questions, leave them down below. If not, I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.